Hey tribe, welcome back. So today I am outside, as you can see, enjoying the breeze while the kids play. Welcome back, tribe. I am so excited that you have joined me here today for part six of Who Was I Living With? Um, where I left off was I was dropped off at my sister's house, and that was in Philadelphia. My mom and I went from Allentown to Philadelphia, and I went to my sister's house. I stayed there for a little bit, and I want to stop there so that I can speak to someone who may be going through something similar. So I remember not caring about myself at this point because I felt like other people didn't care about me. I felt lost. I felt sad. I felt hurt. I felt confused. I had experienced some things in my life, but I didn't give my consent. So, you know, um, meeting my boyfriend in Ben Salem, meeting him there, I was 14 and I believe he was 18. He was older than I was, and so he was handsome, you know, a slick talker. He knew what to say. It was just he was older than me, so he had experience and um, made me believe some things that I wanted to hear, and I feel like he kind of already figured it out, or maybe he didn't, but he knew what to say. When I was in Philadelphia, I had called him because he lived in Philly and I was in Ben Salem, and then I went to Bristol. And then when I went to Philadelphia to my sister's house, I had called him and he met me there. And we were in his car. We were talking and having like just a normal conversation, about how I was feeling, about life, about what I was going to do now that I'm at my sister's house, this, that, and other, because I didn't think that I had to go back. And so we were planning to be together. And, um, he just got into saying that he loved me. And I didn't know how to accept that, but it felt good to hear. So it felt good to hear. I did not accept it. Um, and I don't know. I don't know what I thought. I don't know what I said. But the next thing I remember was him saying to me that, if I loved him or I felt the same way, that I wouldn't wait, um, that I would just give myself to him. So in the moment, I felt pressured, but I didn't realize that the the adrenaline or the feeling that you get from not getting caught and the feeling that you get from a sexual encounter would collide. And it would be just the same as someone getting high, someone taking a hit for the first time. It was a rush. And it allowed me to, for a second, escape what I was feeling, to not feel anything, to feel the high, feel the pleasure. And I didn't know, as a child, I didn't know that I would be dealing with new feelings now. I would be dealing with wanting to be with him. I would be dealing with, soon, shortly after, I would be dealing with not being able to be with him because I had to go back. And I didn't realize that, the pain of that, you know. Um, Again, I was losing someone that I thought loved me and I loved him. So I wouldn't call it love now. As a child, I would have, but now I wouldn't. It was just lust. He of course he was handsome, fit, that sort of thing. So yeah. So I would just like to um, say to the young girl watching this, or, if you are thinking about having sex for the first time, or there's someone that says, if you love me, you would give it up to me, or whatever the case may be, I would say find an adult and have a conversation with them, because it comes with a lot of feelings and emotions that you're now going to have to deal with. And I didn't realize that it was his way of getting what he wanted. I gave myself to him blindly, like not even understanding the impact that it would now have on my life as a 14-year-old who was hurting, who desired to be loved, who desired to fit in, who desired to have something to call my own. Um, it had a huge impact on my mental, on it felt like an addiction. It felt like I was searching for the next high. Um, and not having anybody to talk to was the worst part. It was the worst part because I held everything in. And it comes with the life that I lived after that, comes with a lot of shame. It comes with a lot of having to hide your sexual encounters because you are ashamed to tell people, um, that you had sex and how many people and this, that, and the other. Like in your mind, you're having sex with this person and you believe that that's the last person or the first and only person type of thing. And you don't realize that it just might not be. So it's hard. It was hard. It was hard to deal with on my own. So, anyways, you know, like I said, the excitement of not getting caught and the excitement of the act collided, and that was an addiction for me. And I didn't realize that at the time. So yeah, shortly after that, a few days later, because I wasn't at my sister's house for a long time, they called her. They told her that I had to come back in, and they gave her the court date. And we went, and they told my sister that had I not shown up, I could have stayed with her. I didn't know that. Had I known, I would have stayed. I would have never went to court. But they made it sound like I had to go, so I showed up so that my sister wouldn't get in trouble. And they put me in the children home of East